My name is Ikenna E, and I am going to recite my poem entitled Lover's Delight. Naturally, the concept of being in love is not the same as the objective concept of love itself. But to conceptually distinguish the two is not the objective of this poem. For my intention, here in all simplicity, is just to try and capture the enthusiasm, the zeal, and zest that might fill and consume an individual, specifically a man, in the infancy of a noble, intimate connection with a woman. I wish to do this in a fun, insightful, yet humorous way. I truly believe words have power, so using an elaborate arrangement of words, I wish to vividly capture and express the deep inner feelings accompanying this upswing of a noble, intimate connection, the transformative lover's delight. So without further ado, I present to you Lover's Delight. Once my rapt eyes beheld her countenance, I instantly believed in love at first sight. For she twinkled softly like a luminous star above the earth's night. As the golden rays from her eyes were like the break of morn, when cometh the first light, all my engilded affections had to ascend towards her like a dove at first flight. Twitter-padded was I, transfixed in a vertiginous swoon, chest pounding, breath waxing and waning like a gibbous moon. Her form was wondrous, like an enchanting Sixth Symphony movement of Ludwig, composed like a beautiful song. Her anatomical architecture was frozen music. When I saw her walk, observed the loftiness of her dainty gait, I concluded gravity must be optional for her, for she seemed to levitate. She raises the standard and inspires a higher yearning, ignites the fire within and fuels its higher burning. She has so much class that in my school of thoughts she is the institution of higher learning. Behold the love enforcement officer to whom I willingly concede and surrender. All walls of resistance quickly falling like deciduous leaves in September. Dazzling dame, where have I seen her before? Ah, in my dreams I remember. I invest my energy in her, so now I am rich with affection, to her credit. Because whenever I pay her my full attention, she returns it with interest. Get it? So bewitched was I by the glare of her sun eyes with no potion. Oxygen in shock, body frozen, mind in slow motion. Timeless days of wordless incarceration, mind in flux and looping. Shine in flame, you have captured my fascination. Have been struck by Cupid. Song of beauty, do you hear this heart beating to your rhythm? Tremors of affection leaping towards you like colors leaving a prism. First encounter was déjà vu, a sweet dream of serendipity. Familiar first impression of kindred souls, a spark of heavenly affinity. Language of resonant hearts forming an oasis of sheer serenity. And when she gazed with kind eyes, I was set ablaze by their sincerity. Lost in their expansive cosmos, I need a map to get through. Composure leaking, strings of beaded sweat like a mask of fresh dew. Temperature rising, love growing like spring grass that's fescue. Drowning in the lagoon of your affection, mi amor, I ask for rescue. I request you, revive me to life, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. But since your beauty takes my breath away, that's a paradoxical situation. For it leaves me suffocating in my fondness for you, romantic asphyxiation. UX plus me to the fifth power of love equals future happiness, a promise and calculation. But see, only your consent is the missing variable X in this math equation. Thou art feathers on the wings of ascents that seek to soar. The signpost leading to the narrow path that's least explored. Thou hast the sweetest voice, amazing sound that heals discord, harmonizing force bringing the disjointed pieces of my life into complete accord. O mi amor, you, on land, in human form, I'm pleasantly surprised to see. Radiant damsel, shouldn't you be in the sky, about to rise from the east? My celestial body, before whom all doubts are consumed like nirvana. Fears dissolve into a nocturnal symphony of peace, moonlight sonata. Tender feelings like drifting stars are drawn with the force of gravity into your orbit where they revolve, mirroring the elliptical course of galaxies. Your wish is my command, of course, your majesty. Suffused by an unearthly splendor with a core of chastity, your secret power is a magic formula of transformative alchemy, unlocking radiant might that admits me into the court of gallantry. Mi amor, I happily, forthwith sever the lingering umbilical cord of family, and accept the full pressure of responsibility for your love. Yes, the sword of Damocles, electric sensations of thunder, nerves taut, brain solar storming, blessed elation and wonder, emotional climate change. You are my global warming.